Hi everyone, today I'm going to review the Guerlain Lingerie De Peau Invisible Skin Fusion Foundation with Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 20. I have it in the shade 31 Amber Pale. Now the packaging is very expansive looking and I love it. It's made out of glass, I believe, or maybe it looks like fancy plastic, I don't know. It is made in France. That's why it's expensive. I've been playing around with this for a couple of days now, so I think I have been able to gather my thoughts that I can share with you guys. Let me give you a close-up of my skin before I apply the product on my face. My pores are looking a little large today. You know, I have redness, freckles, sunspots, a lot of texture on this side. Here it's a lot smoother. I'm also testing out another product, the, how do you say it, Givenchy? I would pronounce it as Givenchy, but I know it's fancier than that. It's Givenchy. You know, the green primer that's new on Sephora, but it's not a new product, it's just new on Sephora. So I'm gonna try this on this half of the face. So I never use a primer in my foundation reviews, but I figured I might as well just at least do half of my face and then leave the other half bare just with foundation. Tiny little dot. I'm going to dispense half a pump. It's almost undetectable on my skin. It didn't cling on to any dry patches. It's very easy to apply, giving a very beautiful natural sheen to the skin, very healthy, doesn't look cakey. My pores do look pretty blurred and it evened out my skin tone. You can't see my freckles as much, although I don't mind them peeping through. The redness is still a little bit there, but you know, it's a lot more evened out. I just noticed that someone's mowing their lawn in front of my house, so I don't know if you'll be able to pick up on that. That ain't gonna stop me from filming. With or without a primer, I think that this foundation applies very nicely on top of the skin. You really don't need any more than one pump for your entire face. This side's a lot more glowy. In here, it's a little bit less glowy. It's blurred my pores. I was saying that it looks a little cakey, but you really can't tell through the camera. I'm just being very picky. I feel like the foundation's not doing a really good job at adhering to my nose. It feels extremely lightweight. It just feels kind of like skin. It's definitely light enough for my skin, but for some reason it oxidizes pink. Like, I like to match my neck, which is like a really pale yellow, but this is oxidizing pink. Can you guys see? It's pink. Which is really weird because the bottle is very yellow, but it changes colors. I'm back with makeup applied on the rest of my face. Products do apply very evenly onto the skin, which is a plus. I think the foundation looks really nice. It's beautiful, very natural, my type of foundation. My forehead is the most shiny out of all areas of my face. We'll see how it wears throughout the day, and I'll check back within a couple of hours. As normally, I am getting luminous on the forehead area and the high points of my face, like my cheeks. For the most part, I feel like my skin looks really smooth, like the texture of it looks really nice. My skin tone is still pretty evened out. Oddly enough, the side with the green primer is more oily than the other side with no primer, which could be a good thing that it is a little bit more oil controlling without this specific primer. I really just don't see any type of separation on my face. Also, it hasn't settled into any of my fine lines, so that's a good thing. I think this is a really good foundation. It's natural, it evens out your skin tone, blurs your pores, even makes the textures of your skin look really nice and smooth. It's good, but there are other foundations like the Kogendo foundation, the Aqua foundation. There are just other foundations that I prefer more. $64. In the beginning clips that I showed, you can see that it oxidized on my forearm, but honestly on my skin you really can't see that it oxidized that bad throughout the day. It does turn a little pinky, but it's really not that noticeable now after 7 hours, but just like the first couple hours is noticeable. Also, although it has sunscreen in it, SPF 20, I didn't find that it gave a huge white cast on my face. But if you look in the chin and forehead, it kind of matches the rest of my body. Maybe a little bit lighter, but that's because my face is lighter anyways. Oh god, I'm looking like a hot mess. I'm extremely greasy. I don't know, I feel like it's not there anymore, but I also feel like it's still there because I don't see that much redness around my cheeks, forehead, and the center of my face. I didn't apply any concealer on those areas either. But I'm just so greasy. This does not control your oils all day. As with any foundation, you can always apply powder to control and prolong your foundation. But I still think it's a good foundation. It lasted several hours. I think after the last check-in, that's when things kind of, it's not terrible, I don't think. I'd still recommend it for all skin types. It didn't cling on to dryness. It doesn't control oils that well all day, but you can still accommodate with powder. It's a good product. It's also a very expensive product. So I hope I was able to kind of help you guys decide. I like it, but I don't love it. I don't know, is it worth that much money? I don't know, guys. Anyways, I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any other questions, make sure to leave it in the comments below. And if not, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.